Hey guys, in today's video I'm sharing with you my August faves and flops. It's September, that's insane, but it's pumpkin spice season, so hooray. So I have a smaller assortment of favorites than I usually do. I have some miscellaneous favorites as well as some like entertainment favorites. So I want to be kind of like all-encompassing in my favorites videos. I don't want to just talk about beauty things because sometimes there are other things that are my favorites of the month or new discoveries or whatever, and I want to share those with you as well. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, first favorite, I have some like skincare type items. The first is this First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Cream Intense Hydration like moisturizer. It is pink fruit, what? It is pink grapefruit infused. It's supposed to help hydrate dry, parched skin, remove minor irritation due to eczema and other conditions for the face, as well as like the rest of your bodies for sensitive skin. No parabens, harsh chemicals, or colorants. So First Aid Beauty is supposed to be a really good, like decently affordable skincare line for sensitive skin. I know that they really gear towards sensitive skin. And I bought this because not only is my like eczema really kind of acting up lately, but I'm also experiencing like intense dry patches on my face. Like I've had dry skin for the past, year now. But it's just been like really bad, especially since we're like going into winter, I guess. It's just very dry outside and my skin is just insanely parched all the time. So I wanted to try a couple of new like intense moisturizing sort of products. I really like this. I like this more for my body than for my face, but I do use it on my face. The grapefruit, it smells nice, but it's not like overpowering or anything like that. It's not like too intense where it's like, bothersome. But I do feel that it's very moisturizing. I do like it. I've been kind of like knocking everything over. I do like it. I've kind of been like moving this from room to room wherever I am because I like to just put it on my hands like every now and then. I hate the feeling of dry hands, so I'm kind of like carrying this from like wherever room I'm in. I kind of just like grab this and then take it with me, which is kind of weird, but I do like it, and it's like relatively affordable, so that's nice. Next up is a facial moisturizer. This is the Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue Refreshing Gel Cream for Dry Skin. Now this is basically a dupe for the Clinique Moisture Surge Gel Moisturizer situation. It's like the same color. It comes in like a gel like type pot with like a white lid. It's very, very similar. The only difference is this has a fragrance to it, but it smells kind of like I just got some on my nose. It kind of has like a fresh and fruity sort of smell to it, but it is very similar in consistency. It's like a gel type formula. It really sinks into the skin super well. It's really moisturizing and hydrating. Oh, I love it. I use this morning and night for right after I wash my face, because right after you wash your face, you kind of have that like super bare skin feeling, like before you put on your moisturizer, where your skin actually feels like kind of like tight and like it needs something. So my skin just drinks this stuff up. It's just like the best, and it's like a fraction of the cost, because a pot this size for the Clinique one is like $30, and I think this was like $8. So I really like it. Next up is a lip oil. This is the Milani like oil. It's rubbed off. And I've had this for a month and it's like all rubbed off because I use it that much. It's like the Milani Lip Fusion Oil, whatever. It's the coconut one. They have, I think like 4 different ones. They have like a pink one, an orange one, this clear one. I think they have like one other one. I am obsessed with this. Like, I don't know if you can tell, like, when I take it out, like how much of it is like used up. I'm just obsessed. I'm obsessed with this. I put it on multiple times a day, especially if I'm like not wearing any like lip products, but I like to put it on like right first thing in the morning, like while I'm doing my makeup, you know, before I put on my lip color, right before bed, just like anytime during the day. It's a lip oil, but it's like not, it's like thick and moisturizing, but it's not sticky whatsoever. It kind of feels really just like nothing's on your mouth. It's very lightweight. It has like a coconutty sort of smell. It's very pleasant. It's just really moisturizing and nice, and I'm just like obsessed with it, and I need to have 8 of them. All right, the last beauty favorite is this brush. This has made it into a couple of my videos this past month, and it is the It Innovation Beauty, I believe this was the blush brush. I got this at Marshall's. Marshall's is the real MVP when it comes to makeup products and tools, especially tools, because they have really awesome like face brushes for really inexpensive. You know, oval brushes are kind of like, I don't know if they're still as popular as they were like about 6 or 7 months ago, but I just love touching this brush. It's like so soft. When I first got it, I took it out of the package and I was just like, this is so nice and luxurious. Oh my God. Anyway, what was I saying? Anyway, oval brushes aren't as popular as they were like 6 or 7 months ago, but I still really wanted to try one, but they're really pricey. So I went to Marshall's just to look at their beauty section, because sometimes they have like high-end makeup for like dirt cheap. And I saw this and I was like, man, for $5, yeah, I'll try that. And I'm obsessed with it. It is so nice, and it applies my foundation so well. I used it today. I'm doing a first impression, by the way, on the new Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. So that video should be up after this one. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss it. Anyway, the difference between this and like a normal foundation brush is that, so this is the normal brush that I would use to apply my foundation before I got the oval one, and it's the Real Techniques buffing brush. Now this is a really awesome brush. It's really affordable. It does the job. It's good at buffing the foundation into your skin. But as you can see, it's not as dense. It's more like fluffy. And the thing that's the kind of crummy aspect of that is that it will leave brush strokes on your face if you're not careful. So you really need to be mindful of downward strokes, buffing motions, and even then you still need to like go in with like your beauty blender and then buff that stuff out. But with this, as you can see, like how densely packed this brush is. So basically it completely eliminates the chance of there being brush strokes on your face. And it applies the foundation. It makes the foundation go a really long way. You just, you know, pick up a little bit and you can really spread that stuff out. And it makes it really, you get the most coverage out of it as you can. So I'm really, really enjoying this brush. And now I want to get more. I want to get a bigger one because, you know, this is good. It's a nice, decent size, like, you know, brush. It's basically the same size as my Real Techniques one. But I want to get one of those fat ones where you can just, like, do half your face in, like, one stroke. Because laziness. That's why. All right, moving on into non-beauty favorites. My first kind of random miscellaneous favorite is this hat. And I know that sounds kind of boring, but it's been a staple of mine for the past month or two. However long ago I got it. I don't remember. I think it was like a month ago. I am a mom now, and I have like my mom uniform now. It's basically like my go-to whatever outfit that I'm wearing. It usually involves Lularoe leggings, a t-shirt, my Chucks, and this hat because I simply cannot be bothered to do my hair. And, you know, I run errands and this sort of thing, and you know, if I'm going to the grocery store or wherever, I'll put this hat on. And it's just, I really love it. I got it from Target. I like that it has like the kind of clothy sort of clasp in the back as opposed to just being like a solid, you know what I mean? Or like a snapback. I just really like that. And it's like a fake kind of like leather looking material, but it's this like satiny situation. And it's black, so it goes with most of my clothes because I wear black all the time because that's just that. So I got it from Target. I'm pretty sure they still have it, so I'll link it down below. And they have other colors too. I believe they had like a cream one and a maroon one, which I could really have my eye on. But yeah, I'm sorry that I keep messing with my bangs. I just can't. I can't help it. Like, I don't want Lydia Dietz bangs. You know what I mean? Like those like weird spiky situations. Okay, stop touching them. I have discovered 2 new channels this month. I'm constantly on YouTube. I watch YouTube probably 75% of my day. It's like YouTube or Friends. That's pretty much all I watch all day long. And I'm constantly like refreshing my homepage where it's like suggested channels or videos or whatever. And I constantly am just like clicking around and finding new things. So I have discovered 2 new channels this month that I am absolutely obsessed with, and unfortunately they haven't uploaded as much this month, where I'm just like wanting more, because you know, when you find a new channel and then you're like, oh, I'm instantly obsessed, I'm gonna watch all of your videos all at once and just binge it, and then you're like waiting for them to upload again. Anyway, get to the point, Stephanie. Who are they? They are 2 male beauty channels, Thomas Halbert and Jack Emory. I'm obsessed. Thomas Halbert is very sassy and sarcastic, which I love because that sense of humor is just like, you know, obviously you've seen my husband, he's very sarcastic and, you know, that sort of thing. So I think that that sense of humor is really entertaining and funny to me. And Jack Emory is the same way. He's very sarcastic. Neither of them are the kind of beauty YouTubers that are just very extra and like hyper and just like everything is rainbows and kitties and, you know, butterflies and oh my god, like the greatest thing ever. Like, they're not like that. They're very chill and more down to earth and just kind of like give it to you straight how it is. And I really appreciate that. And they're boys, which is kind of cool because, you know, we need to have more variety in the beauty community than we do. So I'll link their channels down below. I love them. They are great. 10 out of 10 would recommend. A new thing that I have discovered this month that I don't know how, like, have I been living under a rock? Like, how have I not experienced this before? Is listening to podcasts. Like, I've never done that before, but this month I just really got into listening to podcasts. So I listen to them in the car, while I'm doing dishes, while I'm folding laundry, pretty much like anytime that I'm not watching YouTube or Friends, I'm listening to podcasts. And 2 podcasts that I discovered this month are Don't Blame Me by Megan Ranks, who is a fellow YouTuber. She's super funny. And she has a podcast called Don't Blame Me, where it's an advice podcast. If you are like a 90s kid, or, you know, older, you may remember listening to Loveline with Dr. Drew on the radio, and that's basically what this podcast is. It is an advice podcast about relationships and sex and friends and just like all of that sort of stuff. And Megan is a very funny person. She is so witty and hilarious. And it's her and her producer, Jack Ferry, and they answer these calls and give people advice on different things. Some of them are, you know, pretty tame, like, oh, my friend is, you know, spending too much time with her boyfriend and I don't know how to handle the situation. And then some of them are like, my boyfriend wants me to shit on his face. Like, what? Like, some of them are very, very, like, wild and out there. And it's just really entertaining to listen to. So she has, I think, 11 episodes up. She doesn't upload as often. I think it's like every other Friday, but I'll list that down below. It's a good listen. It's really entertaining, especially like if you're in the car driving somewhere. It's just like, she said, what? That's really funny. The second podcast that I've been completely obsessed with is the Brain Candy podcast. It is by Susie Meister and Sarah Rice. They are 2 MTV like real world road rules challenge people. They're like the old school. If you watch the challenge, I like you as a person because I love the challenge. And these are 2 girls that were on the challenge and they have this podcast. So they don't always talk about the challenge, but when they do, it's like nice little like interesting behind the scenes things to listen to. But they talk about so many other things. They talk about pretty much everything, like everything under the sun. They talk about like, you know, being humble or being mindful. They talk about sex. They talk about race. They talk about, like, every episode is dedicated to one specific topic. And it's just, it's very interesting. Like, they're both really funny girls and entertaining and very, very smart. They're both super, super intelligent. And it's just really interesting to listen to, because I'll listen to a couple episodes a day, and then when I'm in bed with my husband at the end of the night, I'm like, oh, did you know that this, and this? And you know what I learned today? I learned that this, blah, 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 and this. And it's like really interesting to just kind of like learn little bits of trivia or tidbits of things, or I don't know. I'm trying to do my best to be more knowledgeable about the world around me. I've been watching Philip DeFranco more lately, and that's kind of like where I get my news. And I know that's not probably the best, but that's like how I'm trying to be more involved in my world, because I don't really take any sort of effort to know what's going on. So I'm trying my best. So those podcasts are definitely really entertaining to listen to if you are somebody who commutes. And you know, you're just tired of listening to the same Justin Bieber song on the radio 8,000 times a day. I definitely encourage you to check these podcasts out, because they are entertaining and they will make your drive go by really fast. Not that I commute anywhere, but I do drive to and from Target a lot, so yeah. Alright, I have one flop this month. I know I haven't really expanded my like product range very much this month. But like I said, I am trying out this new Bare Minerals foundation, and I do have a couple other things that I bought this like a few days ago, so maybe they'll be faves / flops for next month. So my one flop that I have is this lip balm. It is the Shea Moisture Superfruit Multivitamin Shea Butter Lip Balm with lotus seed extract, smooth and renew. I was roped into the impulse item display at Ulta last month, and you know how they just have those big towers of products that are like everything from like hair to skincare to makeup to whatever. And I'm on this kick where I'm like all about like moisturizing my lips and moisturizing my skin and blah, blah, blah. So I saw this and I was like, oh, smooth and renew, like, you know, shea butter, that's probably really good for lip balm, right? No. So it kind of has like a passion fruit from Starbucks smell, which isn't a bad smell, you know. But the thing that I really do not like about this lip balm is the texture. Like, I doubt that you're going to be able to see it, but like, I don't know if you can tell. It's really gritty. Like, this should be advertised as like more of like a lip scrub than anything, because this is really gritty on my mouth. I feel like the lighting is really weird. If the lighting's really weird, I apologize. It's like really gritty, and it just feels very like uncomfortable on your lips. Like, I just thought this was going to be like a normal lip balm, like Carmex or something, that was going to be like ultra hydrating. And, you know, I don't mind thick lip balms, because that just means that, you know, it's adding extra moisture to your mouth. But when it's like gritty and like you rub your lips together and you can feel like all the granules of like things that are in your lip balm, like, blech, like that's gross. So that to me makes this like a flop. Like, I wish it would have on here like, you know, where it says like smooth and renew. Like, I thought it just meant that it was going to get rid of the chappiness of my lips and that it was going to make my lips smooth. Like, that's what I thought that meant. But no, it did not. It did not mean that. I feel like I look so bizarre. Like, can you like calm down? I feel like I look very washed out and weird. Like, the lighting is like very strange. So I wish that on here it would say like exfoliating or something like that, so I would know that, hey, there's like crap in here that's gritty and is gonna feel gross on your mouth. I know, Ranger. Outrageous. So that wraps up this faves and flops video. I hope that you enjoyed. Of course, I will list below all of the things and link below all of the things that I said that I was going to do in the description box below, like I always do. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. And if you liked me, then please subscribe. I would love to have you back. And if you want to find me elsewhere on the internet, all of my other social medias, I will list that down below as well, so you can come find me and say hello. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.